All right, so the Neolithic period was a period of many great changes in lithic technology, ceramics, and the widespread adoption of agriculture and animal husbandry all over the world. The site of Roquemassue in southern France is particularly a particularly good example of this process because you can see the transition between the Mesolithic to the Neolithic roughly 7,000 years ago at this site. One of the popular methods of animal husbandry at the time, and still practiced in this region today, is called transhumance, essentially moving across the landscape with your herd seasonally, typically to the highlands in the summer, or in the winter, and the highlands in the summer and the lowlands in the winter. So I want to know if these Neolithic peoples were practicing this as well. How am I going to do this? I'm going to I have 17 teeth, all third molars, from a rock shelter, which is a burial ossuary right near the site. And I want to cut the teeth in half and use a method called laser ablation inductively coupled plasma mass spectrometry, which is essentially shooting a laser across several layers of the dental enamel to look at the different levels, ratios of strontium in each layer of the enamel. So strontium is an isotope that occurs naturally in the environment based on the age of the bedrock in the area. So typically in a region like the mountains where the rocks are much older, they will have higher strontium levels than, say, the lowlands where the rocks are comparatively younger, and so the strontium levels will be much lower. So strontium is absorbed by the body through diet and stored in bone and teeth. But the interesting thing about teeth is that it's stored in each layer of the dental enamel as that layer develops, and then it doesn't change after the layer finishes developing. In other words, each layer of the dental enamel is a perfect snapshot, not perfect, but a very good snapshot of the strontium ratios and therefore the environment that this person lived in at the time that this layer was developing. So third molars develop between the ages of 17 and 21. And so by looking at multiple layers of the dental enamel and the strontium in those layers, I'm hoping to find a pattern of that suggests monthly or seasonal movement from the highlands to the lowlands with the changes in strontium variation. This could suggest a lot about the migration patterns and agricultural practices of these early Neolithic farmers. Thank you.